Ladies, gentlemen and students, welcome to Speech Day 2021. This is not the Speech Day ceremony we wanted, and is yet another example of an obstacle that has been put in the path of our community in the past year. Another example of having to make the best of it. And that is very much the theme of what I am going to say today, making the best of the situation. Last year at this time, I had to look back over 6 months of COVID and the effect it had. This time, I'm looking at the effects of a whole year of COVID, and it is very different. I should say immediately that many good things have been achieved over the past school year, some of which you will hear about from other speakers now. But right now, I want to establish the environment in which these achievements have happened, making them all the more remarkable. As individuals, you know the effect that COVID has had on you. But what effect has COVID had on our community? For students of all ages, it has impinged on their ability to learn and develop skills. We know online learning is not as effective as face-to-face. We also have to acknowledge that online learning suits some people more than others. And if it does not suit your learning style, everything is so much more difficult. For students in grade 10 and 12, they had to prepare for Cambridge and diploma exams that were only slightly amended to allow for COVID, or not amended at all. The difficulty of learning practical skills online is all too obvious. And learning via the internet gets harder as the age group gets younger. However, worldwide, the biggest effect of not being on campus is not the academic, but the social. The lack of physical social interaction is a serious problem. It is worth saying that even when the campus is open, the effect of COVID on society is enormous. It creates stress and tensions in family life, which have knock-on effects on our students. Which brings me to our parents, who have had to deal with huge employment and financial issues while supporting their children, both in their online learning and their emotional issues. I recognise this year has been a nightmare for many of you, and that having school as a reliable and stable constant in your family's life has been important. Within school, I have to mention the oil who keeps all the moving parts of the school running smoothly, the office staff. Too many to name, and people who generally go unseen by the students and parents, but without whom the school could not function. They have had to be on top of all the government directives issued throughout the year, often hearing them on a Sunday night and putting them into force the next day. And a special mention also about the people who no one sees. They have to wrestle with the ever-changing government regulations and requirements, and who are liable to take the legal blame if anything goes wrong, the Board of Trustees. They have the fine balancing act between maximising education while satisfying all regulations. A case in point was the very first day of the school year when ISV opened on the day we announced in our calendar, whilst all other international schools waited a few days. And so to the teaching staff and the academic assistants. Getting students through the IB and Cambridge curriculums is never easy, but the COVID challenges of teaching online, including having to simultaneously plan for the possibility of going back on campus, extended holidays, amended holidays, changing lesson plans daily to compensate for internet problems and slower than expected learning outcomes from the day before, uncertainty about whether the diploma and Cambridge exams would actually happen, and so having to document clearly to the exam board why every predicted grade was justified, delivering online practical lessons. All these have contributed and combined to push our staff to their limits. But despite everything I have said, and going back to my theme of making the best of the situation, it is remarkable how strongly the school community has performed this year, and the PTA can take credit for some of that. It is very easy when you're in the middle of something successful to take things for granted. But I'm in the privileged position and have the vantage point to get first-hand accounts of the situation in other schools, both in Hanoi and worldwide. And I can say that ISV has weathered the storm better than many schools. And so to finish, let me sum up the year. It was a tough year for everybody, but we did make the best of it. And that was very much because we pulled through as a team. Well, I think it is now time for me to hand over and leave the lectern for other people to fill in some of the details of the year. Once again, thank you all for watching and enjoy the event.
Warm greeting to you. The term education includes more than just knowledge and knowing. It is a harmonious blend of academia, art, sport, emotions, attitudes, creativity, nature, and life itself, and how we connect to the others in that life. And in the world we have built today, and for the world that we continue to build, the one who continues to strive in each of these areas is the one who succeeds. ISV, and with my opening statement in mind, began its voyage in the ocean of academics with only a handful of students in the year 2013. This year, we celebrate our 8 years and are proud with what we have achieved so far. With untiring attempts of our staff, constant support of parents, and the passionate performance of our students, the small beginning continued to grow and has had opportunity to touch the pinnacle of success. As an educator myself, I had a heartfelt desire to build up an institution where an education blended in all colors of human values could be developed. And today, I feel proud to say that my dream of a quality institution is taking shape. Today, ISV is a noted academic powerhouse of our city, Hanoi. It is high standards. It's providing our community with a solid education as we continue to strive to be a quality IB World School, living up to our school motto, to nurture, to empower, and to connect. Excellence is never an accident. It's always the result of high intention, sincere efforts, intelligent direction, and skillful execution. This word of wisdom best describes the direction of ISV as we move into the 9th year. As we move to our first decade as a school, I gave all my blessing to the staff, students, parents, and all those associated with our school. I pray that as a team we continue to lead and guide this educational institution in its moves toward to our local community and for our global connections. And as the founder and the chair of the Board of Trustees of the school, I promise to continue to support its development. Thank you for coming in this journey with us.
welcome to the Academic Awards ceremony for the PYP section. Prior to calling out the Academic Award winners, I wish to stop and take a moment to congratulate our Grade 5 graduates as they head into secondary school of ISV or onto another school to start their secondary journey elsewhere. Either way, our PYP section will miss you. We have watched this now Grade 5 group closely over the years. The variety of personalities and the dynamics that each personality brings to this group is something like out of a TV series, where everyone wins in the end because of the developing support within the team and the care of the teachers along the way. Our Grade 5 group are definitely winners. Watching them grow into reflective individuals has been an honour. I cannot wait to watch the next episode in their series as they head into Grade 6. Now for the awards. The academic awards in the PYP section of the school are decided by how the students have performed over the school year by the following criteria. 1, the most growth in either language or mathematics. 2, consistently strong assessment throughout the year. 3, an appreciation for a particular subject itself being language or math. The winners for this year are We wish to thank each of these students for their grit and determination in trying hard to be the best that they can be in these subject areas. Thank you. And while we are on the subject of grit and determination, let us lead our thoughts to our parents, our PTA, our loudest supporters. We are aware how much you all are in this job with us. Without your continual support in our teaching, especially through home learning times, we would not be able to achieve what we have achieved so far in our academics for your children. The PYP section know of your worth. We truly appreciate you. And finally, as with every year, however, particularly this year, we need to celebrate our amazing team of PYP teachers and teaching assistants, who are our front line in ensuring that our students grow and are supported on their journeys of learning. Particularly this year, I have much respect for how our teachers just get on with it. No matter what the world has thrown their way, both at school and personally, over this year, they have continued to prove their dedication to their students and their vocations. I am privileged to have you all working within our PYP team. And I look forward to the next school year as we head into the Year of the Tiger together.
students, teachers, parents, ISV community. The 2020-21 academic year in the secondary school has seen many highlights, the most important being the continued resilience and commitment the secondary section has shown in living with the COVID-19 pandemic, with disruptions to school trips, events and sporting fixtures, and twice continuing to deliver our curriculum online when the campus was forced to close. I thank everyone for their support in making this happen. Only a week ago, we saw another highlight in the form of the Grade 12 virtual leaving ceremony. The ISV community, including alumni, joined us from around the world to celebrate the class of 2021. We wish these students all the best in their next step. This year's hack sporting season didn't look like its predecessors much, but our team, ever growing, continues to make us proud. This has been all the more accessible this year with the launch of the Panthers' social media presence, both on Facebook and Instagram. We've also enjoyed successes in other extracurricular activities, such as the World Scholars Cup, TEDx, the Spelling Bee, the Maths Olympiad, the film competition, and a cultural virtual exchange with a school in the Netherlands. Our school celebrations have looked a little different this year, especially when we've been unable to invite families onto campus. But due to our creative staff and thanks to social media and live streaming, we were able to celebrate and share our cross-country, aquathon, the Festival of Light, and the arts events with the ISV community. So many great things, so many more highlights that I don't have time to mention. So I will say thank you, secondary school, for continuing to make your mark. And now, the academic awards in the secondary school go to the following people.
Hi everyone, wow, what a year we've had. This year we had middle school basketball with the winners being Phoenix. PYP football winner this year was Unicorn. Cross country was won by Phoenix and Dragon. They managed to get in there and win the Vietnamese quiz. The PYP Kindness Wall, where all of our PYP students got acknowledged for their awesome efforts. Tiger winning the swimming gala. Real close competition this year, plus many, many other sports. This year, the points have become really close, with less than 1,000 points between first and third, and between first and second, only 15. You can count that on your hands and your toes. So here we go. In fourth place with 45,505 points was Dragon. In third place with 53,770 points. And last year's winner, Unicorn. So who is it? The winner of the House Cup with 54,400 points is Tiger. Yay, well done, Tiger. Congratulations. That means in second place was Phoenix with 54,385 points. So that's a wrap for this year's inter-house competition. But if you want to get a head start on next year, keep an eye out for the summertime house competition. See you all next year.
And so we come to the end of Speech Day 2021. Thank you to our speakers today and congratulations to all our award winners. It only remains for me to say thank you for watching. Thank you to everybody for your support over the year. Stay safe and healthy over the summer break. And I hope to see you all in person when we return to school in August. Goodbye.